everybody, welcome back. I am alone tonight, which is something that I don't say very often, especially since I've been married. And what does one do when their man leaves the house? Naturally, we just spend the evening cleaning, don't we? That's not all that exciting, but I thought I would bring you along to spend the evening with me. And kind of in like a hot girl winter related way, we're gonna talk about like specific things that I do for bed, before bed, to have the best sleep possible, but also just hang out with me and let's have a little dinner date together and make some food and have some chats and hang out. So we're gonna start with that because I'm actually starving. It's one of those nights where I am out of my meal prep. I desperately need to meal prep. I need to go grocery shopping and do all of that. I have nothing ready, so we gotta make dinner from scratch, but I also just want something quick and something warm and cozy. I'm cold, it's cold, the house is cold, and I just want something warm in my mouth. So I'm gonna kind of like split up my meal prep and we're gonna have like shrimp and noodle soup. So that's what we've got on the plan for tonight because it's just one of those things that I crave. Honestly, some of you are gonna despise this and think I'm disgusting, but sometimes I just like to take a little ramen noodle patty, boil it in chicken stock, and that to me is heaven. Like any kind of salty, brothy, noodly soup is heaven to me. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna grab a little pot, some chicken broth, bouillon de poulet. And we're gonna put that on the stove with a little bit of salt. Mash them, boil them, stick them in a stew, and let that boil. And that'll be our noodles. Okay, fun, exciting. Then for the shrimp, I have to peel the shrimp. Peeling shrimp was one of my lesser favorite tasks in the world. Here's our shrimp. I forgot to turn the pan on, crap. But our chicken broth is boiling, stunning. I'm just gonna take a little fish in a rice cake. Just kidding. Our little noodle cake there. Plop it in. Gonna make the shrimp. My seasoning of choice on top of shrimp is Cajun. Dun, 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 dun. So there's my succulent Cajun shrimp, and then I just honestly I just microwave some of the stir fry veg because I didn't feel like dirtying another pan for it. But normally I would just have this with rice, but again, sometimes if I just feel like something warm, I just boil noodles in some chicken broth and then put whatever flavoring you want. I'm literally just doing salt because sometimes I am a salt fiend, truly. I love salty things, I love salty snacks, and this is just so satisfying to me. I almost want to sing that little TikTok trend of like, girl dinner, but it's hardly girl dinner by the TikTok definition because it's actually a great dinner. It's nutritious and delicious. I also just don't like broccoli, you know? You just eat a vegetable and you're like, to health. Because I don't enjoy you. That's how I feel about broccoli. Honestly, every time I eat the ramen noodles, like it makes me feel like I'm out eating ramen. They just slap every time. And I do put a lot of salt, like a lot of salt. And then I made all the extra shrimp. So I'm just gonna put that in a little container, in a little containment unit to, I don't know where my containers are. Do you ever just move things around on yourself and then you forget where everything is in your kitchen and you're like, let's play hide and seek here. Anyway, as I was saying, sorry, I'm just gonna put this into a container and I can have that for lunch and din tomorrow. Stunning. In case anyone cares, the IKEA glass Tupperware, the glass containers, Tupperware is a brand. The glass containers, these are my favorite ever. Actually, while we're talking about that really quick, the only other alternatives that I found in my life were these ones on Amazon, which are a little bit smaller, which are nice if you're making smaller meals. And then I also buy these little bento boxes. Oh, Bent Go, sorry, not bento, Bent Go. And these are great because we go downtown a lot. We spend the day out with our family and friends, whatever, and that's nice just to like pack your meal prep in. They're a little bit lighter than the heavy glass containers and you can put those in the dishwasher and the microwave as well, which is nice. So anyway, shrimp, and my chicken stock in the fridge. And when I felt like I was an old cardigan. Now I don't always do this immediately after eating, but I have been trying to split up my supplements and vitamins a little bit. So there's some that I take in the morning. I've been trying to take magnesium to help with my sleep and all the other things. There's so many different magnesiums and I get so overwhelmed when I like watch videos and hear people talk about magnesium because there's like, here's 17 different types of magnesium that you need to be taking every day. And I'm like, what is that? I don't know. So what I'm currently doing, subject to change, obviously, depending on how the comments on this go, but I've been taking this the citrate. I thought I was saying citrate, but citrate, citrate, and that's to help you poop. But it says help support bones, muscles, and heart health, so that's exciting. I'm taking that one in the day, and then I take the glycinate at night. So I'm having this because I will be going to bed soon, and I've been trying to take it before bed. Usually I was just taking them all at one time, but I do feel like I could benefit from splitting it up a little bit, taking this before bed to help you sleep. So I'm gonna do that. We also have a sleeping aid that we have upstairs that I'll show you later, but anyway, taking that, and then I've also been trying to take ashwagandha. And this allegedly helps to increase resistance to stress and anxiety, which I need that. So I'm taking that now so that by the time I go to bed, hopefully it'll all be within me and I'll be woozy and sleepy and ready for sleep. But that's all I've been taking at night. And normally now I would also have dessert, but I'm not gonna lie to you. This morning we got home from the gym and we had a package from Burke's, and it was just this lovely little box of gorgeous little Christmas iced sugar cookies. And we didn't even breathe, we just ate them all, like before we even ate breakfast. That's fine for the day, okay? So one of the things that I've been trying to stick to before going to bed, actually very inspired by Karen, I love Sarai. She's amazing. I actually don't know how she does it, and she's gotten so ripped. She's so shredded, and I had the absolute pleasure of witnessing it last year when we were on a Codali trip together, and I did a little workout with her. I don't know if anyone remembers that little snippet from the vlog, but oh man, she's just like casually training for a marathon running now, and just she's goals across so many things, and her work ethic, the way she keeps her house clean and tidy. I mean, from what we see of it anyway, this is what I gather from what she posts on the internet, but she just seems like such a put together human, and she talks a lot about the fact that they don't go to sleep until their kitchen is clean, and I'm like, ah, we need to do that. And I've been trying to do that actively, and sometimes I'll just sit here and I'll be like, oh, I'll do them in the morning, and then I wake up in the morning, you come downstairs to a dirty kitchen. It just kind of starts your day off in a bad way. I would rather come downstairs and have a clean kitchen, take 5 or 10 minutes before you go to sleep to do a little scrub down, and it just kind of sets your day up right. It sets your space up so that it sets your day up right. So I'm just gonna do a little blitz. I like to just make sure the dishes are done, put away, do a little wipe of the counter, and sometimes I'll even set up my pre-workout for the morning. I should actually do that because we got a 5 a.m. tomorrow. So I'm just gonna do my little kitchen blitz. Okay, the kitchen is clean. I have had my watch on my ankle this entire time because it's been a much more effective way to track my steps, and Dan started this definitely, and I didn't believe him at first. I was like, there's no way it can be that different, but especially if you're like this on the walking pad and you're not like swinging your arms, I find that this is absolutely a much more accurate way of tracking your steps. So I only have about 1,500 steps to go, but I still simply must finish my step goal in the name of Hot Girl Winter. So we're gonna go out onto the treadmill and get our final steps in, and I'm gonna take my laptop and just blitz through the calendar for tomorrow and see what's up in the morning. Into the depths of the cold garage we go. Here we go. Here's the lovely little treadmill tray that I lovingly call it. Okay, so I go in here and I do just walk. Click start. And then I go to my little foot here and I open the Peloton app on my treadmill, and then it automatically starts, and then I'll do my walk. I'm also gonna blast some Taylor Swift while I do this, so please enjoy this little montage while we walk together for, oh. There we go. All done. The steps are done. Boy, time to make a tea. Now for my nighttime tea. I don't do this every night, but if I'm feeling particularly awake and alive, I like to have something to try and have like a warm liquid beverage to kind of help me go to sleep. I have Yogi Bedtime and also this Citron Calm. Whichever one tickles your soul. You can also just do hot water if you wanted some hot water, but just do a little tea time.
I have these mugs from Nespresso. I bought these like big, bad, thick boys and I love them so much. But mine has broken. Look at the little chip. And I know it's bad to continue doing this with like fresh open glass, but I just sip from the other side because I refuse to give it up. I'm gonna give you up. I'm gonna let you down. That's gonna wake me up in the middle of the night. And we'll bring our tea upstairs and Meryl, turn off the Christmas tree before we go up. Let's go to bed, Meryl. Come on. Psst, psst, psst. Still so hot, obviously. Listen, this is where I'm torn because it's late. I need to go to bed and I want to have a shower. I need to shower my body because I washed my sheets today. And I want to go in the bed with a clean body, but A, it's late and I'd rather just go to bed, but also I'd rather just do a little soak. So I might do a quick little soak. I wasn't planning on doing a little bath soak, but also I hurt my knee earlier this week. It's been very, very sore. And I might just do a little Epsom salt dip. So we'll see, but either way, I gotta wash my face first. Guys, I got face halos back. It's been so long since I've had these. Totally updated little packaging here. How fun. They're so much more delightful when they're fresh. Wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna give my face a little wash. I've got my Caudalie makeup removing cleansing oil. Take off the day. Honestly, today was a good brow day. I'm sad to be removing them. Also, I noticed while I was on the treadmill, I'm like, oh no, I've got one of those zits, like a huge zit growing in your nostril. You know when it's growing in and you're like, no, they're the most painful zits ever. Every time you touch your nose or you have to blow your nose, it's like, ah! They're the worst and you can't get rid of them. What do you do? I just keep scratching at my nose until it disappears. I'm just kidding. Kinda. Oh. Whenever I use the face halo, I go around my entire face first and then I bend it in half and I use that to like rub across my eyes. I forgot how good this felt. Does it take off makeup more than like a cotton pad and Bioderma? No. And oftentimes if I'm using like a particularly stuck on mascara, I still have to go over top of it with an additional makeup remover anyway, but it does feel nice to just get all the makeup off. And then I'll go in with my Glow Recipe cleanser. Fun fact, I wanted to buy this to include in some of the giveaways and it was sold out everywhere. I couldn't find it anywhere. There must be a global Glow Recipe avocado cleanser shortage because it was nowhere to be found. But I do love it. I love how creamy it is, how milky it is, how it froths. It feels so nice. And I just rub that in. I'm wearing a hoodie right now and I'm also gonna shower. But if I wasn't, then I would do a nice little deep scrub of my neck as well. I washed the sheets today and I also washed the towels. It is so nice having everything fresh and clean. There are few better feelings than going to bed with that clean, isn't it? Now, like I said, I wasn't planning on having a bath, but now I've decided to have a bath. And so I can sometimes get very, very sweaty in my bath. So I don't actually want to put my skincare on yet. So I'm just gonna do a little mask. I'm gonna do the Oxygen Express mask. Get some nice hydrating and juicing on there. And then we'll let this sit on while we run the bath. I'm just gonna literally put my body wash and soak in some Epsom salts in here. So nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy, but effective. We have the worst bathtub handle ever. It is so hard to grab it. And while the bath is running, while our mask is soaking, I'm just gonna get a quick little stretch in. Welcome to my floor. Oh, sorry, I almost forgot. My favorite thing to do before I stretch. Guys, I meant Tarragon. I'm a broken human being. I am always so sore and I just need to do a little roll out and a little stretch before we go to bed. Do I do this every night? No, but I absolutely should be. Don't underestimate the power of a roller. That's all I'll say. Okay, we are rolled and now we can hop in the bath. This is also where I'll often turn on my ASMR and start to fall asleep. And look at this cutie little pajama set. This is terrible lighting for this angle. I'm sorry. But Lily Silk sent over these cutie pajamas. Honestly, they feel so fancy lady vibes. They're green. I didn't even notice the brown trim. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're green. They have brown trim. They are actually so beautiful. Lily Silk, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just realized I forgot my water bottle. Anywho, still more to be done before we go to bed because the alarm is set for 5 a.m. On these early mornings, I like to pull out my workout attire beforehand. Just one less thing to have to deal with and grab when you're sleepy in the morning. Workout attire grabbed. I'm just gonna wear the same sweatsuit I was wearing earlier. And I've got my socks. Stunning. So take that. Bathroom counter. So then when I wake up in the morning, I can just come in here and just put them on. There is no better feeling than getting into bed when your sheets are clean. I forgot I didn't wash my hair though. Oh, that's sad. Anyway, this is what I was talking about earlier. This little Gorilla Dream sleep and recovery formula. We've been taking these for a long time, honestly. We don't take them all the time. We take them when we want to have like a really good deep sleep. I don't know all the science behind it, but Dan watches the man Derek, who is the founder of Gorilla Mind, and he's a big fan. Through him, I've also become a big fan. Love their pre-workout too. So I take 2 of those before bed, and it gives you some crazy dreams for sure. The Aura Ring and the sleep tracking approves. I just put a towel on my pillow because I didn't wash my hair, and you know. So on my bedside table, I've got my book. I've got this little reading light because it can be a lot less bright than my lamp, and it's just a little bit more directed on the page. So if like Dan falls asleep and I'm reading, it doesn't keep him up, which is nice. I've got my little eye mask here. I don't know where I got this one, honestly. I think it came in a PR package. And then I have my earplugs because Meryl loves to howl in the middle of the night. Anything we can do to get a good night's sleep, my friends, we will do. Alright friends, that's going to be it for me tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening. There's a little thorough look at my current night routine. Aesthetic as ever, I know. Look at my vein bulging. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to stop looking at that. Love you all so much, and I hope that you have a beautiful sleep tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me, and see you all tomorrow for a new Landmas video. Bye! And it's now Meryl's time to come cuddle. Come here, Meryl. Yes.